Hey gang, and welcome back. This week we have 2 new friends and 2 new generals joining us. I'm playing my Phenax God of Deception deck. Adam is playing his Rakdos Lord of Riot deck. Enkidu is playing Sydri Galvanic Genius. And DJ is playing Yidris Maelstrom Wielder. For openers I keep Swamp, Bajuka Bog, Solemn Simulacrum, Black Sun Zenith, Reliquary Tower, Choked Estuary, and Dark Water Catacombs. Adam's opener has Swamp, Imperial Seal, Coalition Relic, Mana Confluence, Badlands, Vampiric Tutor, and Mana Crypt. Enkidu keeps Factor Fiction, Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, Polluted Delta, Wormcoil Engine, Sun Titan, Inventor's Fair, and Memory Jar. And DJ keeps a hand with Forest, Savage Lands, Volcanic Vision, Whims of Fate, Far Wanderings, Satyr Wayfinder, and Sword of Feast and Famine. Enkidu wins the die roll and starts us off. For his first turn, Enkidu plays Polluted Delta and passes to me. I play a Choked Estuary, revealing a swamp, and pass to DJ. DJ plays his Savage Land tapped and passes to Adam. Adam plays a Badlands, casts Mana Crypt, taps 3 and casts Coalition Relic, and then uses the Coalition Relic to cast Imperial Seal. Talk about value on turn 1. He searches for a card and puts it on top of his library and passes to Enkidu. Enkidu plays Urborg for his land for turn and passes to me. I play an island and pass to DJ. DJ plays a forest and casts Satyr Wayfinder, keeping his swamp from the cards that he reveals. On Adam's upkeep, he loses the flip, which in this case we use as a die roll, and takes damage from Mana Crypt. Adam plays a swamp for his turn and then casts Necropotence, which at this point is pretty ridiculous on turn 2. He activates Necropotence 4 times, losing 4 life, and he'll get 4 cards at the end of his turn. At the end of Adam's turn, Enkidu cracks Polluted Delta to go find Hollowed Fountain tapped. Enkidu plays an Ancient Tomb for his land and passes to me. I play Dark Water Catacombs and continue to do nothing. DJ's turn has him casting Far Wanderings to go find an island and put it onto the field tapped. Adam once again loses the flip and takes 3 damage. He plays Dragonskull Summit and continues to ramp harder than anyone else in the game and casts Gilded Lotus. Adam then plays Abyssal Persecutor and pays 3 life to draw 3 cards at the end of his turn. At the end of Adam's turn, Enkidu casts Factor Fiction. I create 2 piles and Enkidu keeps the one with Tezzeret the Seeker. Enkidu plays Bloodstained Mire for his land for turn and then takes 3 to find Watery Grave untapped. He casts Tezzeret the Seeker and uses his second ability to go find Sensei's Divining Top. My turn has Reliquary Tower come into play, and I cast Solemn Simulacrum to find an island and pass to DJ. DJ plays Swiftwater Cliffs and then casts Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder. On Adam's upkeep, much to the happiness of the entire table, he takes another 3. Adam plays Cabal Coffers for his land, and then moves to combat, swinging the Persecutor at Enkidu. In his second main phase, Adam casts his general, Rakdos, Lord of Riots, and then casts Demonic Tutor to go find something. The card he finds is Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which he casts and drains everyone on the table for 9. Adam then plays Fire Diamond, and takes 3 to draw 3 cards at the end of turn. Having 8 cards in hand, he exiles Mana Confluence. Enkidu plays Vault of Whisperers while he's waiting for Adam to draw. He then uses Tezzeret's second ability, dropping 2 loyalty counters to go find Thopter Foundry. During his main phase, he casts Enlightened Tutor to find Sword of the Meek and puts it on top of his library. He activates Top, putting it on top of his library and drawing Sword of the Meek, and then casts the sword. For my turn, I play Swamp and cast Geth, Lord of the Vault. I pass to DJ. DJ plays Sword of Feast and Famine for his first main phase and pays the 2 to equip it to Yidris. DJ moves to combat, swinging Yidris at Adam. Adam protests, saying that he's not a main threat at this point, but I think we all know that's not really true. During his second main phase, DJ casts Consuming Aberration and gets to cascade off of it. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit something very relevant, and instead Simic Signet comes into the field. At this point we make a bit of a misplay, believing that the Consuming Aberration comes into play first before the cascade trigger, which is not the case. As a result, we all mill until we hit a land, which is not supposed to happen. Adam's turn sees him not take damage from Mana Crypt for the first time this game, and he plays Homeward Path as his land for a turn. Paying 1 black and 1 colorless, he casts Animate Dead on Phyrexian Metamorph. He has the Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of Grey Merchant, and we all take 12. As if this wasn't bad enough, Adam follows it up by casting Fleshbag Marauder, forcing us all to sacrifice a creature. Enkidu is the only one spared, as Solemn Simulacrum, Satyr Wayfinder, and Grey Merchant of Asphodel go to the graveyard. Having done 36 damage, all of his creatures cost 36 colorless less, so Adam pays 3 and casts Myojin of the Night's Reach. He removes the divinity counter from the Myojin, and we all lose our hands. Moving to combat, Persecutor and Rakdos swing at DJ for 12. Adam then casts Vampiric Tutor in his second main phase and puts a card on top of his library for 2 life. Using Thopter Foundry and Sword of the Meek, Enkidu makes 3 tokens but only gains 1 life because of the 2 life loss from Ancient Tomb. During his first main phase, he casts Sculpting Steel, copying Adam's Gilded Lotus. Using Tezzeret's ability, he floats 3 mana, then untaps the Lotus and Vault of Whispers. He generates 4 additional tokens, gaining 4 life, and passes to me. For my turn, I play a land and pay 6 mana using Geth's ability to bring back Enkidu's Sun Titan. Sun Titan's ability triggers, and Animate Dead comes into the field, bringing with it Silent Arbiter. I choose this card because I'm hoping to slow down Adam's damage. For DJ's turn, he pays 2 mana to move the Sword of Feast and Famine onto his enormous Consuming Aberration, and then casts Felheart Chimera, causing us all to mill until we hit a land. Consuming Aberration attacks Adam, smashing into him for 43 damage and untapping DJ's lands. Adam also has to discard a card, and Talisman of Indulgence gets exiled. Unfortunately, once again, Adam seems to dodge a bullet and doesn't take any damage from Mana Crypt on his upkeep. Adam plays Bojuka Bog for his land for turn and exiles Enkidu's graveyard. Tapping the Crypt to activate Cabal Coffers, Adam generates a bunch of black mana and casts Phyrexian Reclamation before using some of his remaining mana to bring back Grey Merchant of Asphodel to his hand. He recasts the Grey Merchant and we all take 17. Enkidu and DJ die, but thanks to Abyssal Persecutor, they don't lose the game. I'm however hanging there with a little bit of life, which Adam then takes by moving to combat and swinging Rakdos at me. During his second main phase, Adam casts Living Death, which unfortunately puts Persecutor into his graveyard, causing us all to die. Game review time. So that was a bit of an interesting game. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be upset because Adam's first turn cost more than all 3 of our EDH decks put together, and I can understand why. Ultimately though, I think we all lost because we were inactive. No one really responded or dealt with Adam in any way whatsoever. In fact, the only person other than Adam who was really doing anything was DJ with his out-of-the-box Yidris deck with one edition of his Sword of Feast and Famine, which was coming in the mail. This was the game that caused me to really re-examine my Phenax deck. One of the biggest misplays in the game, I think, was the fact that I used Guest's ability to pull out Sun Titan rather than wait until Adam's turn and try and steal his Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Because seriously, how much work did Grey Merchant do in this game? I think Adam must have gained upwards of 50 or 60 life just from that one card alone. It's a shame we didn't really get to see Sydri do anything. Unfortunately, the deck was moving a bit slowly, and as a result, Adam was just able to steal a win. But that's the way it goes in EDH, and you can't really be too upset about these kind of things. You just gotta move on, shuffle up, and go to the next game. Please be sure to tune in every Monday at 11 AM Eastern Standard Time for primers, top 10s, and gameplay videos. If you're looking for a way to support the channel, I've now activated a Patreon account where you can do just that. And as always, thank you for watching, and please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.